All right, welcome back to the Nice Fast channel. Yes, we are starting early, and if you want to know why, it's because I want to. No, because I want to be done at 9:30, and I got some other stuff to talk about besides our guest tonight. Now, our guest is going to be Ben from Jack Wolf Knives, but I definitely have some other stuff I want to show off and talk about tonight. So I figured I'd start a little bit early. I'm really only about 15 minutes earlier than usual, but it's all good. So everybody, come on in. Let's have some fun. And we are currently sitting at 28,371 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you and all your incredible support. So come on in. We'll start it off. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So let's see. I was trying to grab a link here. Here we go. Let's see who is here. Let me know who you are and what you're doing. And no, I'm just kidding. What is going on? I'm trying to. All right. It's not. Anyway, so I did want to point out to you guys, people ask me all the time about my links, my affiliate links. Where's the best place to find them? And I'm going to start sharing this link with Tim and everybody. And we should drop this a few times a stream, but I didn't share it with Tim in time because I'm a dork. But this is, I now have a Beacons account. And what that is it's like Linktree, but not communist. Linktree does not like anything sharp or pokey or pointy or shooty. And so they shut down my account. I finally got Beacons set up. So there's the link. All right, let's see who's here. Kelly's Mishmash, channel member, and good to have you here. Hello, James Alton, channel member. Tom, what is going on? Jason Beecher, good to have you here. Jim Miller, channel member and moderator. Where's my DeLorean? Wait, are we giving out DeLoreans? All the cool kids have Beacons. Yeah, you got to, unfortunately. Hello, Tim. I'll drop it. Well, no, I can't, Tim. I'll send it to you after the show. Yeah, I don't know how to. Oh, I know what I'll do. Because I want to do it now, because if I don't do it now, I will forget to do it. So we're going to do that. And then if you guys would like to start dropping what you are carrying in your pockets today, that would be great. All right, Tim, you should have the link in however long it takes an email to get to you. So there you go. All right, let's see who else is in here, and I will try to actually focus. Clint Crosby, Brian White, channel member. Matt Beagle, what is going on? Good to see you. There is none for now. Hello. We have a total of 31 people in here. Appreciate you guys being here for sure. All right, there is our first. Hey, Robert. No, I answered you. Do me a favor, Robert. Shoot me an email and tell me what address you sent it to. Don't put it here, please, but just remind me, because was it just an envelope or like a package, like a trackable package? I was trying to ask you that earlier, but yeah, I just need to know, because for some weird reason, if it went to my P.O. box, sometimes they take just plain old envelopes and put them somewhere else, and I have to ask. So I don't understand. Pinion, Microburst, Blackwater Bonefish, Jack Wolf Sharpshooter is the only true blue knife. There you go. That's fine, my friend. Good to see you in Asso. All right, who else is in here? Unfortunately, Unwaved Honey Badger didn't know they stole the wave design, didn't pay royalties, but sent all my dude blades. Oh, well, that's I didn't know that. That's interesting. Devo Growler, Mini Growler, and Dust Devil for Jim. Very nice blue carry, my friend. Petrified Fish Beluga and in Blue Micarta for Grateful Dog. Good to see you. Arctic Storm Ferractus and a mini Militon. Nice, none for now. Great stuff. Hello, Tim. Thank you for putting that up, my friend. Appreciate it. Sorry I didn't send you that before. It was the one it was okay. So it's probably, okay, I work tomorrow and the post office box is at the university. So I will go in there tomorrow and I will check the other location. Robert, that's good to know. They if it's an envelope, they cram it and don't tell me about it. So it's weird. I send them to, okay, got it. Addicted to knives. Hello, sir. Camel Crush Menthols, Veil Customs, Veil Nice Custom, and a Junk Tucson. I thought that was a knife. That's why I'm laughing. That's funny. There's our friend Keith the Knife Freak. His lady had to take his dog for a while. Well, you're home, so that's good. $2 super chat from our buddy Mr. Knife Freak. Good to see you. Matt Beagle with the dark mode blade binge. Tall Boy from Devo and a Jack Sparrow nip. Nice. Very nice, Matt. Welcome. Yellow Delrin, Saudi Jr., Gerber Utility Knife, Leatherman Wingman for Jason Beecher. Hey, Griffin, what's up? Good to see you. Hey, well, no, I already said hello to you. All right, hold on. Sean, what's up? Sean carrying the Orange Ozark Trail because it's cheap and it works. All right, well, that works. Welcome. No problem with that. Aries, EDC, and Tim B collaboration, Bush Hawk, Aries Package Hatchet, Victorinox Classic SD, and an Olight i3T. Your little collection, your Aries collection is incredible, my friend. If you guys didn't see that picture, go over to Instagram and check out Tim B. Today I had the Hogue Deca for Blue Monday. Nice, Mr. Knife Freak. Good to see you. My throat's already acting up. I knew this was going to happen. I got to talk a little softer. I am all stuffed up. Jack Wolf, Little Bro, Tempest Microburst, Tenacity Lake, Teardrop for Kathleen, channel member. Hello, Kathleen. All right, if I start yelling like I usually do, y'all just tell me to stop, okay? Victorinox, Jet Setter, and Lancelot Leather, Slippin' and Notorious EDC, Beer Bomb for Uncle Cow. Good to see you. TRM Bulldog in G10 for Clint. That's nice. I love the Bulldog. Very cool. There you go, Anasso. This is actually just sparkling water, plain sparkling water like the S. Pellegrino stuff with crushed up frozen cherries in it. That's what I did. Purple aluminum DEFCON TD014PP and a Vosteed Acorn. Nice, Kelly. Dang, that sounds fancy schmancy. Lefty Umnazon for Just in Time. Very cool. All right. By the way, Ben from Jack Wolf will be joining us at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock. So we will show some stuff off and have some fun, and then Ben will come and we'll have more fun. AD 20.5 and a pair of 3 in mint for Titanium Justin. Hello, sir. Oh, no problem, Tim. QSP Hawk. Aluminum carbon fiber scales. Just gave me a splinter today. No way. I'm sorry to hear that. Second non-blade related injury. This knife is giving. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so Kubi and I were talking about making sure they finish off the carbon fiber so there's nothing like that. And they usually do. So, yeah, QSP, that's interesting. Teaspoon of honey, boss. There you go. That works, Tom. I usually do tea, but I was running late, so I just threw this together real quick. Didn't have time to make tea. Quiet Carry IQ and Tactile Bear for Knives Are Life. Nice. No, Anasso. I mean, it's just, it's just sparkling water. It's not healthy as far as I know. Not tonight, Pack Rat. Ashland's working till at least 9, and she won't be home till after the stream is already over. So there probably won't be a bunny on the stream tonight. Sorry. So Robert, I will go check tomorrow when I go over there, okay? Because I'll have a package to take, and then I'll go to the other location. See, what happens is they always notify me, and so I get lulled to sleep, and I don't check the other location because I think they're going to notify me, but I guess they don't. There you go, Keith. Go get you a drink. Vero Impulse Thin Microjet. Oh, Vero Impulse thin and a microjet for Kevin Smith. Nice. It's like thin microjet. What are we talking about? The scales can be dangerous. Yeah. Oh, they are dangerous. Yep. Let's see. Who else has a pocket check? I'm a looking. Everyone needs to study Aries carbon fiber. Yes, sir. Absolutely. CDC Hansen with extra large premium and blue hardware for Blue Monday for Brian White. Nice, sir. Like it. Splitting slices. Hello, Byron. And Carrie is a Rough Rider Reserve. 48 Coke bottles, well centered. Trapper lockback. Fiddleback. I like it. I haven't seen that one, I don't think. James Alton with the Firebird FH41 and a case peanut. Sounds good. Yeah, check out Kelly's channel for sure. Yep. All right. I think we're caught up. So let's see what I had today. Numero uno in the pocket today is the Devo Knives Stout V2, the best Devo knife, in my opinion. 100% is. It's closely followed for me by the Tall Boy. Is the Fiddleback kind of like a Nickelback? No. Robert with the Blue Bone Hedgehog and a Supercell. Nice, sir. Very good. Second knife actually in the pocket today. The way I carried this was in my second cargo pocket up top, like this. This is the slip for the Rosewood Jack Wolf Vampire Fix EDC. This is what Ben's coming on to talk about tonight. Very cool indeed. Come on, focus you. Look at that Rosewood. Sick. Look at it on this side. Yeah. Purdy S90V. Okay, wait. We carried it this way. Yeah, that's the way. By the way, I saw where Jared Neve poked his out the bottom and stabbed his finger. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Go follow Kelly. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Just in time. Devo Stout V2 is goated, especially in dark matter glow. Yeah, it's a great knife. Colleen, what is up? Lurking as usual. Good to have you here. No, we're not going to be stumping, dude. That thing is so thin it would bend it would bend. I mean, it would. It's so thin. Neve Knife Company Offender. Nice. For Rick's Knives. Good to see you. All right. Last is the Jack Wolf Feel Good Jack in the Arctic Storm. Fat carbon. Great. Doctor's knife. Barlow. Beautiful knife. Gorgeous looking knife. In my humble opinion. Love the Feel Good. For sure. It's my Carta Monday for me. So I have the Kubi Dust Devil. Wait a minute. There it is. In black micarta, Isonzo with green micarta, and a blue micarta Rough Rider Half Hawk for Blue Monday. Nice. Pins, welcome. Everybody check out Pins and Pin Blades as well. And our friend Aries EDC. We were talking about him, and he shows up. Whoop, hold on. Let me go up here first. D. Sharon, bronze in micarta, Giant Mouse Biblio, sweet one. And our friend Aries, Tack, Knives, Benji, and Aries Thistle prototype. All right. I think, nope, there's another one. Rule number 9. David, our winner from last week. Tempest Blue Sky Fractus. Case Large Blue Bone Stockman Olight Baton. Leatherman Wave Plus. Sapphire Victorinox Huntsman. Wait, didn't we say that? No, we didn't. I'm tired. Transparent Knives Guppy. Junkin Genius Tattooed Hank. Very nice. There is David Tooley as well, another channel member, as was rule number 9. Good evening, friends. I'll be primarily lurking tonight, but I'm carrying my blue Jetstream from Tempest Knives, blue Urban Grip from Fair Monster, and a blue Trained Monkey Warrior fixed blade. Nice. Very nice. Hey, Goondocks, what's up? All right, I think I got everybody's carry. I showed mine. Let's do a couple of things here. Number one, let me grab a link, only because I didn't prep Tim, our buddy, in advance. He would have had me covered if I would have, but Lord, I have been running around. Well, I mean, it's really not any different than any other week or day. I just run around. That's what I do. There is the link to Olight. There is an Olight sale going on. If things are not on sale, which, by the way, if you are interested in the O-Knife Duron, in the OAL, this is a really sweet knife in that OAL aluminum. It is an aluminum frame lock. Just like the other one, that I'm blanking on. Very nice indeed. These are not on sale, but you can use my code. What is it? I just put it up, KF10, and that will get you 10% off of anything that's not on sale on during the sale. Now, the other two things that are really cool as well, if you didn't see my video and if you didn't go watch it, is the Warrior Ultra. This thing is incredibly cool. Look at that milling, the knurling. Oh, come on. The knurling on the handle. It is absolutely incredible. This is a really beautiful light indeed. And then you also have the OAL version of the O-Clip Pro. So all these are OAL versions, and this is super cool. And I don't think any of those items are on sale, so you can use my code on any of those items. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. So also, somebody, who was it? Somebody in the chat. Was it Joe Kasparek, maybe? This guy is really cool. This is the, shoot. I'm going to forget the number of it. It's the I8 something. Come on. All right. I'm not going to find the box, am I? It's the I18 in brass. This thing is super sweet. Whoa. Sharp Obsession. Hello, Jim. Jim is a member for 6 months. There is your Daleka salute, sir. Appreciate you. Why is my light acting super bright and annoying tonight? I did re-aim a few things, but there is your brass I18. And again, you twist this guy and you get low and then you get high. And this is a fantastic keychain light. Really, really nice. And that antique brass looks really cool. So definitely check out the Olight sale if you get a chance. There's other things for sale, on sale, that, some things are on sale, some aren't. I went and got some stuff this afternoon and bought it. And guess what I did? I forgot to use my own discount code or my link. I didn't use my link or my discount code. So I can't fuss at you guys. Hey, Fred the Lug. Hey, Christopher Wheeling. I'm a dork, but we already knew that. Hey, Michael Chavez. All right. Kelly has started a pass-around group for, wait a minute. Let's get this first. David Tooley, member for 24 months. Can't you miss my second anniversary of being in the pit crew? Nice. 2 years. David, thank you for the incredible support, dude. There you go. Bacon. Yes, bacon. Awesome. Thank you. So Kelly started a pass-around group with Aldo from Pickled Steel. And I want to start by showing you guys the knife that is actually available. Some of the things I have from Pickled Steel are not available yet, but this is the Impala Hunter. And you can see, again, by the way, I just want to emphasize, I rag on this style of sheath, but only when it's an EDC fixed blade. For hunting or for going out in the field, this kind of thing is fine. But for an EDC fixed blade, I do not like that style of sheath. So I just want to make that clear. But this is pretty. These are, Kelly, help me out with a link. Well, Tim might be able to help me out with a link. But anyway, Kelly, these are available now. If you want to let us know where they're available, this is gorgeous and available now. I will be doing a full review of this fixed blade. The only problem with a pass around fixed blade is I normally would like to go feather stick with it and maybe skin some limbs or something just to see how it feels in hand and to get the ergonomic feel. But since it's a pass around knife, I will not be doing that. But I'll give you my impressions. And then a few prototypes came in. For example, check this thing out, this slip joint, and I cannot remember the name of it, but I'll look. This is a prototype of a pickled steel slip joint. That thing is pretty wild and crazy. Bling City. All right, Kelly, if you want to ask, I'm not going to get to it for a little bit there. Tim's putting a link up. Yeah, Tim's got you a link. So, buy you a pickle. But man, this thing does not want to focus. There we go. So that is a cool slip joint that'll be coming up. And of course, Kelly gave me all these cards with the names on them, and I'm not doing a good job. Oh, it's just called slip joint. Okay. Bone handles, very cool. And then you have the Jackal fixed blade and the Arma Grati. So here's that guy, the Arma Grati. This is a prototype. My guess is this is Remet made. I know I haven't asked Kelly yet, and I should, but I believe this is going to be a Remet prototype. So that's that one. And then I'm just doing a quick look at these. That's all we got time for today. And then this is shoot, I just said the name of it, and I will go look in just a second. But this is the Jackal. And this is Aldo's custom prototype. So very cool. Again, kind of reminds me of maybe the Kaiser Harpoon, but quite different. I mean, I'm not saying it's a copy in any way. It just kind of has that same style of blade, and really cool indeed. I knew you didn't know. Casey only making a bullseye when the camera's off. Come on, don't pick on me, Robert. Sheesh. And Kelly did send me some of her. She sent me some pickled steel stickers, and then also a Kelly's paracord sticker. So that's awesome. There's a monkey fist ready to go. That is awesome, Kelly. So these will be in giveaway packs coming up. So I truly appreciate that. Anybody who sends me stickers, I definitely put them in the giveaways, and I'm very thankful. Hello, Cat Scratch. What's up? All right. So now I want to give a quick update that I don't really have. Everything is fine with the downdrafts. It was a little tweak they needed to make. There was I hate to even mention it. It was just a really minor, tiny thing that they were taking care of, and they should be. They told me they might send out today, and I haven't gotten tracking, so I'm not sure if they didn't go out today or if they just didn't send me tracking yet. So I'm going to wait and try to find out if they went out today or if they're going to go out tomorrow. But the downdraft should be headed this way very soon. And once I find out all the details, then I will do the QC, give a date and a price. Okay. And again, I just was being abundance of caution and making sure that I'm not giving a price with everything being kind of wacky. All right. So did anybody want to see one of those again? I know I went through them really quickly. Here's that Arma Grati again. I believe that's Arma Grati. Really interesting texture, G10, kind of pokey stabby. This reminds me, does anybody remember the CJRB Briar? Trevor has one. This kind of the blade, not the handle at all. Just the blade kind of reminds me of the Briar. I expect everyone to fill Aries Maybook with bush hogs to make it happen. I don't know, Tim. There might be other things happening with Aries. That's all I'm going to say. No. Okay. I'm going to see if Aries laughs at that or not. All right. But yeah, so we're going to talk to Ben about this guy in just a moment. And these drop on Friday at the Jack Wolf dealers. Shoot, you would think I would know off the top of my head what the price is. I think it's like $234. I was $235. I was about to say $239, but it's not. And really impressed with the options. We'll go through them with Ben, and it will be a lot of fun for sure. Yeah. I mean, secrets are everywhere, man. Come on. Well played, Mr. Aries. Well played. I'm already out of sparkling water. This sucks. And there's a ton of cherries down there. Now I need a spoon to eat the cherries. I'll get them after my stream, I guess. Oh, you guys are hilarious. So that's kind of what I wanted to go through. Very cool. I did want to show, for those of you that haven't seen it yet, I'm going to be starting to add this new sticker to the sticker packs for the giveaway every week. Ashlyn I commissioned Ashlyn to make this a long time ago. And I'm actually going to have a shirt made for Blade Show with this on it, I think, for me to wear around, since I really represent both brands. And so we're going to have a second bunny sticker in the giveaways. And that one there is basically the sporty bunny with the Knives Fast and Tempest Knives logo. So really, really cool. You know exactly. Hello, Rory. What's up? We're out at a supper club in Billings. Supper club. That sounds interesting. I've never been to Billings. I've been to most of Montana, but I've never been to Billings. I need to go to Billings, I guess. Sounds cool. I want to go back to Montana. I miss it already. It was a year ago in a few weeks was when I was there. So I definitely want to go back. So yeah, that's the new bunny sticker. Like I said, I'm probably going to have a t-shirt made for Blade Show with that on there, but we'll see. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Thank you, Kathleen. Yeah, I will do that. So even if you don't get a drawn bunny, you get her artwork. You get that, and you get the Killer Bunny sticker if you win. So I get it. I think you will like the Pickled Steel Cosmos Proto. It must be in another package, Tim. There's 3 packages, I think. So yeah, I'll get that one eventually. That sounds good. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put my earbud in because Ben should be on here any moment now. If anybody came in late and wants me to read their pocket check, please feel free. Ian, I need to order some. To be frank and honest, I was waiting to see how the tariffs were going to affect the downdrafts before I bought anything else at all. I think I'm okay. Hey, Woodfish, what's up? I think I'm okay, so I might go ahead and buy a few more hats. I do still have, however many it is, 1, 2, 3 black Tempest hats left on the website. But if they don't sell soon, maybe I'll just take them. Oh, very cool. That's awesome, Kelly. Yeah, Scott does some really good videos too. So he's not just a knife maker. He does really cool videos. Hey, Kevin C., what's up, man? Hey, Sean Schroyer's got the Firestorm Microjet today. Hey, Ian, what's going on, man? Who's this Belkin guy? He's the owner of that Jack Wolf Knives. We got a lot to talk about. Oh, you want a Knives Fest? Okay, maybe I'll order some. Kevin said, downdraft. I don't want a Tempest hat. Thanks, Ian. Sheesh. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. Did I see somebody else with a pocket check that I missed? thought I did. There's Christopher Wheeling. That's who it was. Blacked out Fractus and an Arkfeld Pro Racing Stripe. I like it, dude. You know I love that blacked out Fractus. Playing with my Concept Orlock prototype and my modded Tempest front flipping microjet. Nice, Fred. That I need to see that, dude. That is too cool. I can't win with this guy. Yes, you can. I'm teasing you, dude. It's called having fun. Hey, Bryant Redbeard, 450, Bryant, 450. Now, some of those will be kept back for warranty, so I'd say there might be about 400 available, something like that, depending on how many pass QC. I mean, I'm just being honest. My Montana Knife Company Stockyard. All right, Steven, I need you to coach me, okay? You need to be my coach. I have tried to get on several MKC drops. It is not possible. So what is your magic? How did you get one? I would love to review one of their knives. I've asked them. They ignore me. I have tried to buy a knife so I could review it, and I can't get one. So if you want to give me your secret, I will take it. Yeah, I've been taught. Rusty's taking a YouTube break, splitting slices. He said he needed a YouTube break. He's taking a break. He still is on Instagram. He's just taking a break from YouTube. Hey, Brown Sugar. It's 7.5 inches, Fred, with a shoot. Why you got to ask me? With a something blade and a something else handle. Come on, that's why we have rulers. It's a 7.5 inch knife with a 3.5 inch blade, but only a 3.25 inch cutting edge and a 4 inch handle. That's exactly what we're dealing with here. So that's what we got. That's the downdraft. They should be they should be shipped today or tomorrow. I'm just waiting on tracking. But again, it could slip again. I have no idea. So it's just so hard to know, but we're just waiting for them. Yeah, I don't know how to get one of their knives. I would love to review one, and I just haven't been able to. Yeah, they have a drop every Thursday, Fred. Every Thursday, and I've tried at least 4 times and struck out. So I'll try. I don't have any money right now, but I'll try again when I have some. That's coming soon, Ian. Very, very soon. There is our buddy Ben. Are you ready, my friend? Okay. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from somewhere way hot. It was 84 degrees here today. I'm sure it was 184 where he is. The mastermind behind Jack Wolf Knives and this beautiful pocket fixed blade that we're going to talk about tonight, the Vampire Fix EDC, and just cool dude overall. Here he is, Ben Belkin, the man with the plan. What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody? What's up, KC? It's been a while.
It has been a while. And for those asking earlier, who the heck is this Ben guy? It's that guy. That guy. It's him. So if you actually don't know who he is, there he is. Just get the mullet on the screen already. Exactly. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I hope you're doing good, dude. I know you were sick and then busy and whatever else. So
yeah, you know, good. It kind of seems like it slows down in the winter a little bit after the knife shows, the fall knife shows, and then just picks right back up, man.
Yep.
Start getting ready for Blade, Texas, and then it's one thing after another.
Yep. And Atlanta will be here before you know it, man. I mean, it's literally right there. It's I've been getting my stuff together and trying to get everything going. So what's up, Donnie? Good to see you, man. For sure. So Ben, we're just gonna cut to the chase here, guys. We are here to talk about, well, of course, a little bit of everything. But we're here to talk about the Vampire Fix EDC, and these are dropping Friday at look at that. Dropping Friday at dealers. There's your artwork. There's your slip. And Ben's got all of them ready to show us. So we're going to go through them. And these drop Friday at dealers. And I believe I saw Ben help me out with the 2:30,
2 p.m.
2:35. No, I was
the price
is the price. And a cool little pocket fixed blade for sure. And it looks like we've got a bunch of really good versions of it. So we'll go through those and talk about it. Well, I wondered how long it would take to get this question, and I'm sure he did. But did you see Jared poke himself with the yeah? So I figured we get this question, so we'll just tackle it right off the bat. What were your thoughts on that?
Well, all right.
He forced it. It looked like he forced it, and you can't force it.
Look, at the end of the day,
yep,
this is a very fine tip, and it is made out of leather. So there is no way to 100% make these, safe from piercing through them. However, like, we've improved these sheaths from the Midnight. I have not pierced a single one of these, but if you push hard enough, it will go through. Now, what I think he did,
you could see he stopped and then he took it and shoved a little bit.
Well, not only that, but it's on his hip, so he's like tricep dipping into the thing, But the fact, look, I don't think people are going to experience that a whole lot. If you do poke through the bottom and you pop a stitch, I'll send you a new sheath. It's not an issue. I don't want people to hurt themselves, obviously, but I don't think that's going to be a widespread issue. But when these things
nice Troy.
When these things are new, they are really tight. They're snug.
Right. You have to squeeze to get the knife down in it.
And it looked to me like he took it right out of the box, slapped it on his hip, and then tried to break it in for the first time. Yeah. I've had these in the sheaths for a while. These just go, they're perfect.
Same here.
They're
perfect.
It
stops real. And by the way, so in my pocket on the clip today, it earlier this morning when I first carried it, it was hard to get it out. And it slowly over time, it just slides right out. Pocket clip stays in place. No problem whatsoever. And let me answer this question real quick. Woodfish, no. These are the Chinese made, just the same factory that makes the slip joints, right?
Yeah, the LT Wright version, that was called the Vampire Hunter. That was a special project we did with him. These are a part of our fixed EDC line, which is a EDC sized fixed blade knife that's 6 inches total length with a lanyard. Now, people are very interested in those Vampire Hunters because I get messages almost every day.
Oh, I'm very interested.
I'll never be able to produce those in the quantity that I can make these because LT has a full schedule and he's not an OEM. He's a knife maker who likes to do special projects if he's interested in them. I've got more of those on order. There's not going to be enough of them to get everybody one who wants one. But if you're interested in one, it'll be first come, first serve. You just sign up for the newsletter at the bottom of my website, and I'll make an announcement, and it'll just be first come, first serve on those. But I would tell people, anybody out there, I would not be concerned with the retention or the durability of the sheath. Several hundred of these go out in the wild. A couple of them are going to have a problem. I'll take care of it. That's just what it boils down to.
Yeah.
But here, to give you some data, the first Midnight.
I was just going to say, I had no issues with this one, so I don't expect to have issues with that one. But anyway, go ahead.
The first Midnight sheaths, so the Midnight Fixed EDC we did last year in June, there was a percentage of those that people were pushing through the bottoms, and that was
the angle of the tip is
angle of the tip, and also it just didn't have whatever glue they were using. It just wasn't enough for the general public. Okay, right. So, but we improved it, and then so I got some extra slips. We'll call them V2 slips with better durability at the base, And the V2 slip, I sent those out to people who broke their V1s. And then also Austin ordered the mother of pearl and the blue abalone sheaths, right? He did those in November. He did a special run of those. And those had V2 sheaths. And I didn't hear from a single person with a V2 sheath that broke. So I have a lot of confidence in the V2 construction. Of course, these have the V2 construction. But Neves went through it. I mean, it happens. Like, thanks, Jared, for putting that on Instagram. I appreciate it. It's helpful. But
I knew it was coming. I'd rather address it than let it sit there.
I mean, look, I stand behind my products. I got nothing.
Yeah,
of
course.
Shit does happen. We all understand that. And I'm just not a huge. First of all, I don't even Kydex. The problem with trying to do Kydex on these is that the way my designs are, you don't always have a good retention point, first of all. And second of all, because these scales are ground to fit, like you can't get a consistent retention point that fits every knife exactly the same. So Kydex would have to be custom molded on every single one. And then also Kydex can scratch blades. So I like leather, and leather's more traditional anyway. So this is what we went with. I don't want to have big, fat, bulky tips on these things. Like, that's not what we do. So I think we've got the best we can do to have leather and a very acute tip. But like I said, if someone has an issue, we'll take care of it. If there's a widespread problem, we'll go back to the drawing board. I don't think there will be, but time will tell.
Here's the thing. I don't think you'll ever see a video of me cutting myself. I don't think I'll ever do that, but it's just, I'm weird that way. But if I do it, yeah, you probably won't ever see it. I'm typically not recording when I cut myself. All right, let's go through and Ben, if you don't mind telling us the varieties that you've got coming on Friday.
It's hard. I'm having trouble watching the chat, guys, because it's on my other phone. So, Casey, if someone has a question, just let me know. So, I forgot to bring the rosewood home, but Casey, you have the rosewood.
Yep.
So we're covered.
Well, that's good because I've got the rosewood.
So let's start there.
Yeah, and look at I got a really nice grain on this one. It's beautiful.
There's really no dogs in the pack.
Got a knot and everything. Check that out.
Yeah. The rosewood varies from almost like orangey all the way to dark brown and everything in between. Some have a lot of figuring, some have less. It's just the risk you take with natural materials. It's not even a risk, it's just the facts of life that they're not all going to look the same like a synthetic. The rosewood has a hand satin blade and a dark blue anodized titanium bead.
Yep.
All right. That's rosewood. Then,
yeah, I like the lanyards the way you did them on these. That is very nice.
Yeah, obviously.
And I'm not a lanyard guy, but this works for me.
Yeah, so first of all, credit where credit is due. Chris Reeve knives, inspired by 100%. I think that the lanyards
very classy.
Dude, I just don't know if it can be done any better. So I wanted to, because the snake knots are just cool. And I wanted a bead the way they do their bead in the middle of 4 knots, but I didn't want to have the same bead that they have. So I designed this bead. If you've taken a close look at it, it almost looks like a sprocket or a gear. It's not just a cylinder, like it's faceted.
Gotcha. Yeah. I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
Just came in Saturday and I've been working.
So
very cool.
So that one has a titanium bead. Now this is Kieranite True Blood. It's like what do you even call it? It's almost like a Merlot like a color.
Fuchsia?
Yeah, it's red, but it's more, I don't know. It's
pretty, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Your camera's kind of changing colors, to be honest.
Yeah, it's hard.
Going from kind of a hot pink to a bit of a reddy, like you said, Merlot kind of.
Yeah. And it does that in front of your eyes too, which is cool. And then this is DLC coated with belt satin underneath.
Dig it.
And then the bead on this one, we wanted a red bead. Well, you can't anodize titanium red, so this bead is aluminum. So we could get the red ano.
Looks good. So thin. And if you guys aren't picking up on that on camera, let's see if I can. Yes, I still have not changed the battery in my stinking. But if we go down near the tip, I mean, we are at 0.035. I mean, and that's on the top. That is not down. I'm not trying to get the edge. I'm just telling you the tip people are asking me to go stump stick this bin like I do. If you've not seen that on my channel,
I think you could do it.
Like, all right, if you're going to challenge me, I don't know, man.
I think these are just right. I mean, these are going to be, this is not, I mean, there's no guard. So this isn't some kind of fighter,
No.
But as a little everyday carry fixed blade, these are freaking awesome. All right. So that's.
Yeah. And you do still, I mean, again, I wouldn't want to stab with it. No, please don't even think about it. But with that swell, you do feel somewhat locked in.
100%.
Yeah.
You can get your pinky around the lanyard and you could do thumb and forefinger here, or you could choke up and get the swell in between middle and ring. It's not going anywhere, but let's just understand what this is. This is an EDC knife. This is a pocket knife that is stuck in the open position. That's how you want to think about this.
Exactly.
That's
I mean, size wise, it's exactly that. It is it's a slip joint that is stuck in the open position. I mean, if we want to, let's just do, as a matter of fact, I don't know why I could just show this. So here's a vampire jack.
It'll be smaller.
Yeah, it's going to be smaller. So, but definitely, whoops. Gosh, I have a hard time lining two knives up on camera. There we go. But yeah, there you go. It's definitely smaller for sure. All right, keep going. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay, so now
I did.
Let's do a camo carbon 80s. So always a fan favorite. Camo carbon 80s, fluorescent color.
It's just popping these days. They are killing those things.
Yeah. So camo carbon is owned by Andy Leonard, right? Andy Roberts, Andy Leonard.
It's Leonard. Yep.
Leonard. And he didn't always own it, but he bought it and brought production in-house.
What's up, Austin?
So this has a titanium bead that's just got essentially a polish finish, like a machine finish, not anodized. Let me see if I can show you guys.
You got birds in there with you, man.
I'm outside. So this is camo carbon 80s, belt satin blade, just kind of typical.
Yeah.
Typical, but like familiar Jack Wolf.
And basically a plain tie bead, right?
Plain tie bead. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Looks good.
All right. Put that one away. And notice all of these are in a sheath. I'm sheathing them. Look, I'm not gentle. It's just push it down and it stops.
Once you break it in, and it's literally, I mean, I didn't even touch mine until Saturday night, and I didn't pick it up again until this morning when I carried it. And just having it in the sheath, it was broken in. Yeah. And you can feel that sweet spot. You just need to, when you first put it in there, take it easy. And you're going to have about, what is that? Let's just let everybody know. I want to say it's a little less than an inch sticking out. It's, literally 7/8 of an inch sticking out. So you're not going to have a lot sticking out, but it's enough. So don't try to cram it through. Okay. But this just one, using a little pause.
This is fluted titanium with a hand set.
Good.
Yeah. I really enjoyed designing this one.
Yeah.
It's got these nice deep flutes. They have a bevel around the top of the flutes. It's just cool. It definitely has kind of like a modern sort of fighter jet vibe to it.
Right. I was going to say it has a military kind of vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously.
A blasted bead and DLC screws. This one's really cool.
Yeah.
These are all skeletonized underneath.
Feels like it's got to be pretty lightweight with the fluting and the skeletonization.
Yeah. This one feels heavier than the others, of course, because it's a metal handle. But the balance is still really good, all things considered. It's right about there. because it is skeletonized underneath all of them.
Yeah, and it is full tang, so it is
Full
what
tang.
it is.
Yeah, but pocketed underneath.
Terry, I would not recommend batoning with this knife.
Man, I bet you could do it.
Woo!
But not
Ben's throwing it down.
This is a really good balance of not too thin, but definitely not thick. You know what I mean? It's just a super cool blade. Like, this is a very useful blade shape, without a doubt. So that's fluted titanium, dark tie bead.
Nice. Storm got my first Jack Wolf, a Benny. Loving it and want more. Nice. Very cool, Storm.
Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. And then this is the dealer exclusive.
Yeah, so this is sick looking.
Yeah,
I'm not into purple at all, and that's just cool.
We did purple thread on this. And then this is the first time we're using paper micarta, which I really like. It almost looks like bog oak. If anybody's
wait a minute. I was about to say I thought you had, but that was linen that you did.
Linen. We've been using linen, but
this is paper.
This is paper. So belt satin, purple screws, purple bead, purple stitching on the sheath. So black and purple.
Man, that freaking material looks the distressedness of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome looking.
Yeah, it's
almost like a wood grain, like you said, like a bog oak.
Exactly. And one thing you can do with paper that better than any of the other micartas is put milling patterns in it. So I want to get into that down the road.
That's cool. Yeah, here's speaking of bog oak, there's some right there. So it's the Boker oak tree, Barlow. I love this thing.
Nice.
But yeah, look at kind of that same tone. Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Look at that. And they are hollow, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So updates on the downdraft. 404, I gave that earlier. Basically, I'm just waiting for them to ship. They were packaging everything up and getting them ready to ship. Actually, it looked like a very unobtrusive, useful fixed EDC for general EDC. Yeah, Terry, that's exactly what you're looking at. This is, now I did want to address one thing, Ben, if you're okay, I'll just take a second. Now, my favorite way of carrying, since Ian asked the question earlier about Kydex, and I knew what you were going to say before you said it, and that makes perfect sense. My favorite is Scout Carry. Yeah. So I'll be honest, I just think it was a mental thing for me. With this guy, I always had a hard time deciding how I wanted to carry it. And for some reason today, it dawned on me exactly because what I was doing before was I was putting the midnight down in my cargo pocket, and I didn't like that at all. So what I did today, I have cargo pants. So I have two pockets here. Mm-hmm. So I had, for example, my Devo here, my Devo Stout. And then up here in the other pocket, I just take this guy and put it right there. Now, I didn't want to do that at first because I was kind of afraid I would end up getting what I don't like about carrying fixed blades like this stabbed in the side with the handle, and then been not to make things worse sounding, it poking out the bottom if I did that. But it's not. It's absolutely not doing that. It's short enough. It's not even above my belt. Cool. And that is working perfect for me. And, like I tell people all the time, I just think I have a mental block because that's how I like to carry a small fixed blade. And so sometimes when I get one like this, it's like, what do I do with this? You know what I'm saying? Sure. So that made perfect sense for me today. I carried it all day, no issues, didn't bother me at all. Didn't even realize it was there. Worked like a charm. So
I got to figure there's somebody out there who could make Kydex sheaths for these if someone really wants one.
Oh,
I don't have a referral. If anybody finds one and wants to share with me a success story, I'll be happy to offer a referral for someone who does good work.
And you could obviously wear it on your belt if that's what you like.
I mean, it's really designed. This is a belt clip.
It's a belt clip, right?
Belt clip that works good.
I said I'm weird
because it's sturdy.
Right. But I really enjoyed it in the pocket like that. Now, to each their own. but that's where I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
To baton hot dogs? No. But Ben is telling me that he thinks I should be able to get away with stump sticking it. So you guys will probably see a stump sticking video with this knife next time I carry it later this week.
Is it possible to put eyelets in the leather sheaths so we can add our own hardware? I don't know. You'd have to like send me an email with some kind of example of what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's not enough room to put an eyelet there, in my opinion.
No. I mean,
no,
look,
that's what they're referring to, eyelets on the side.
No.
There's not even nearly enough room.
Because there's a welt.
Yeah.
That has to go here.
Right.
And that's what creates the spacing and holds the stitching.
Not an eyelet big enough to put a screw through.
This is what I've learned about sheaths. Sheaths are like pocket clips. You can never make everybody happy with one. You know, like people are very particular about what they like in a sheath, about what they like.
100%.
So my job is to provide a solution that will work. Now, whether or not you love it, I can't please everybody with that. But
here's what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm just gonna give an example, Ben, that I think is I think the fact that you include sheaths with all your stuff is incredible. But I mean, like I told you, this Gene Wiseman custom slip joint I had made, Gene doesn't send them with slips,
right?
So if you're gonna buy something and you have a particular way you want to carry it, then go get something made, and there are if you guys want to throw there are some folks in the community that do GrizzleBear does Kydex. I don't know who else, but there are people in the community that do Kydex. And it's not going to cost you a ton to get a Kydex made for it if that's what you want. Yeah, this is very minimal. That's exactly what Dylan said. This is Dylan. If I just want to hold this up. So the way I carried it today, it's not much bigger than this. No. I mean, matter of fact, if you line it up clip to clip, Ben, look what we got there.
Right.
Exactly the same amount in my pocket.
And this is not much bigger than, This can't be any smaller, really. The whole point of this project was to produce a fixed blade that people will carry. Because how many times have you guys bought a really cool fixed blade because you want to own it, and then it ends up in a drawer or a box?
Right.
100%. I'm trying to design a fixed blade that will actually take a ride on a guy's pocket and, be a part of their EDC rotation.
I honestly believe that the sheaths aren't going to be a problem for people. These are awesome sheaths. These are really, really nice.
They're nice.
Yeah, and that logo, that's just, you saw my picture today. It just pops. It's beautiful looking out in the sun and that wood. It's just absolutely beautiful. And I'll definitely be stump sticking this sucker this week. So very cool. So who's the dealer this time? You showed the dealer, but I don't think I asked.
Blade HQ.
Okay. So the purple and paper micarta one with the purple stitching is at Blade HQ.
Yep.
Very cool. Well, I got an important question, man. We haven't talked in a long time, and you can't really answer this, but you can generically answer. What you working on, man? Besides this, what have you been doing? What have we missed from not talking to you? Not that we're done with this knife, but just curious what's Ben been doing.
What have I been doing? Well, the weather was nice here over the past 5 months, right? December, January, February, March, April. So I stopped working 7 days a week this winter, and I was hitting the shooting range a lot over the weekend.
Nice.
Really of course, all the work that I would have got done didn't get done. So now I'm like having a panic attack over it. But aside from that, it was really.
So what he's saying is we're not going to have any knives later this year.
We'll take care of that. But I'm trying to get everything figured out for like 2027 at this point. So.
Yep. Understood.
But you got to live a little. So I don't feel bad.
Yep. I need to do more of that. I'm about to kill myself. So
Yeah,
I need to slow down and take care of that.
After working 7 days a week since 2020, I felt like maybe it was time to have a little time.
Maybe Ben needed a little break.
Just a little
one. I mean, what you've done, dude, I can't think of anybody doing what we're doing, meaning designing knives, ordering knives, QCing knives, shipping them out every month. Are you kidding? I don't think there's anybody else doing that. If there is, I guess I've missed it, at least not at the volume you're doing. And it's crazy, dude. I mean, I've always said, take a break, Ben.
I recharged my battery. It felt good.
Good.
I'm
awesome.
like back, nose to the grindstone again, and it feels good. So got some cool projects lined up. I mean, a big part, no secret here, we've talked about it, but I really want to develop out this fixed blade line.
Yep.
I think I'm onto something with these. I think people like them. This is obviously a big test here, these vampires, but dude, people were all about those LT Wright knives. So that was cool.
Oh yeah.
They're less expensive than the folders. I mean, that's never a bad thing. And I'm stoked on them. I like them from a QC standpoint because there's less that could go wrong when there's no pivot mechanism or locking mechanism. I mean, those are so intricate. So from a QC standpoint, these are freaking amazing. There was a, what do you call, I guess you call it I don't know what you would call it. They called it CanCon. It was here in Phoenix. There's one in South Carolina I guess in the fall. And it's put on by Recoil Magazine, which is a firearms publication, but also they're associated with Gun Digest, who's associated with the Blade Show. And so Recoil Magazine has a sister publication called Recoil Off Grid. And Recoil Off Grid kind of does like survival stuff, like off-roading, like that whole kind of lifestyle. And like knives cross over into that. And so when I was at Blade Show, Texas, I found out about this show that was in Phoenix called CanCon. And it's basically like a suppressor range day where you pay money to get in, and then all these brands are at the shooting range, and like they have all these guns and suppressors out there, and you just like pay one entry fee, and then you can shoot all these guns for free. But they had a few knife brands there, like Auxiliary Manufacturing was there, Stroop Knives was there. And so since I found out it was local, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a table. So it was a 3-day event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday was for the VIP tickets they sold. And there wasn't a lot of people there because it's like kind of an exclusive thing. So I just went and got to shoot all the booths on Thursday, which was amazing. And then Friday, Saturday, it was super busy. And so, I kind of broke even on my costs on Friday.
That's good.
Yeah. And then Saturday, I sold some knives, made a little bit of money, but I made a bunch of good connections and became like familiar with some of the brands I didn't know. So it was really an enjoyable time. I mean, the only struggle was it ranged from like 96 to 100 degrees for those 3 days. So it was warm, man. But we were in the shade.
Awful.
We were in the shade, but
okay,
still hot. But I had a good time. So that was cool. My father's visiting from Michigan. He's been here for just about 3 weeks. And he goes home at the end of this week, and our parents aren't getting any younger, so
no, you're right about that.
Time in. And my daughter's birthday's today. She just turned 15.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday to Alexis. She'll be nice. In Arizona. They can start their driving permit stuff at 15 and a half, which is kind of random. I think.
We did that in North Carolina when I was growing up. They had that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got 6 months until I'm white knuckling it in the car with her. And yeah, man, life's just
just wait till they're out on their own completely, dude, and you're just like, oh gosh, what is going on right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, my oldest turns 30 this weekend, so my youngest is Trevor at 20, so it's like I got that 10-year spread, so it's crazy. Is that right, Tim? In Michigan, it's 14 years and 9 months.
Interesting. When I lived there, it was 15. But
Nice.
they changed the rules like right after I got my driver's license, it was like totally unrestricted. You turn 16 and you could drive anywhere at any time. And then in Michigan, I remember, and who knows what it is now, but you got a restricted license where I think at like a certain time of the day you couldn't be in your car.
Same as it is here.
Yeah.
They have a curfew and the whole thing. Yeah. Yep. And they're not allowed to have a certain number of people in the car with them and all, there's all kinds of stuff. It's crazy, but it works. Lots of good comments here. Thanks, guys. Any questions for Ben? Feel free to shoot. And again, Ben, let's do a PSA for your Facebook group real quick. If you want to just tell us a little bit about that, and I'll go get a link, although I bet Tim will beat me to it.
Yeah, so we have a Facebook group called Jack Wolf Knives Worldwide. Worldwide is one word. If you're not a member, I encourage you to join. It's really fun there. We don't allow any drama or bullshit that you find at just about every other corner of Facebook. We have a lot of really enthusiastic collectors. We do some giveaways from time to time. There's a buy, sell, trade thread that we have pinned to the top so you can find some good deals. And our collectors are really cool because everybody wants everybody to have the experience. So there's a lot of like bro deals in there, it's just cool. I spend more time there. I think Donnie spends more time. Donnie's kind of the Instagram king. As you guys know, we do knife memes every Monday, or should I say Donnie does knife memes every Monday. So
Donnie.
Yeah. So he's on top of Instagram more. And I and just my age bracket, dude, my peers are on Facebook more than Instagram. So
that's funny. I'm on board with Titanium Justin. I'd like to see a locking low drag. Can we get one of those, Ben?
I mean, anything's possible, my friend. Anything's possible.
All right, it's next month, guys. Be looking for it. I'm kidding.
I got a lot of design work to do in general. That's the hard thing.
I'm just busting you chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine you. I mean, again, doing monthlies, I just can't even imagine what your design schedule looks like.
It's hard to do it. And even if there's time, it's hard to get in the state of mind. That's the biggest challenge.
Hey, Freak Show, what's up, man? Hey, Delta 9. Good to see you guys very, very much. Ben is the man. Awesome customer service. I appreciate how he personally addressed my issue, loving the Rosewood Primo. Very cool, Rob.
Yeah, I just believe that you got to take care of the people who take care of you. Like I couldn't do this without the people who spend their hard-earned money on my products. And I'm forever thankful for that. So if anybody needs anything, I'd give the shirt off my back to somebody. So I just want people to be happy. I don't want to be taken advantage of, but I feel like everybody I've talked to, I've not had a single person try to take advantage of me, obviously. So yeah, I just want to give good customer service. And really it just boils down to, I want to treat people the way I would hope they would treat me,
Right. Yeah, nice. Everybody's appreciating Donnie's memes, so really cool. And John Paul says Jack Wolf's my favorite makers. Very cool.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like he took a picture of his Hank with his knife laid over.
Yeah.
Bionic.
Yep. Ben's customer service is stellar. I had an issue with my rec exclusive. I don't want to say that. After Hours Jack. I always say it wrong. He went above and beyond to take care of me. Still bummed about that stuff. But Ben's great.
Yeah, So Dichro lamb, that Dichro lamb is the most delicate, hard to work with material we've ever dealt with. So just very sensitive, that material. So,
yeah.
You kind of learn as you go along. We try to flush everything out in prototyping and R&D, but until you make a bunch of something and get them out into the world, you can't know 100%. I think we have a really high success rate, but we're not perfect,
No.
And if something goes wrong or someone's got an issue, we just try to make it right.
Yeah, I mean, Jim, that's exactly the way I feel about it. I mean, I would rather have a Jack Wolf or a Devo or some of these than, oh Lord, do I say this out loud, than like a CRK or something? Because these people are a part of, we get to meet them. We get to be a part of talking to them. I mean, look, guys, this guy doesn't have to come on this stream once a month. I mean, he does, because he wants to talk to you guys. And I think that's, I mean, to be frank and honest, Ben, and you know this is true, it was more about meeting you and getting to know you that first time I met you at Blade Show than it was really about the knives, because I wasn't really a slip joint guy at that point in time.
Right.
And it was just, I got to meet you, and I literally, you might remember, I did a quick, I was with Kevin and everybody, and I didn't even do an interview. And we got about 5 booths away, and I said, Kev, I'm going back to do a video. And he's like, knock yourself out. And I felt like I needed to tell people about what you were doing, because it just felt different and cool. So,
Oh, I remember very much, because that was a very important show for me, that 2020 Blade Show. And I had no idea how people were going to respond to what I was doing. It was just like, I'm putting myself out there for better or for worse, and met all you guys, and we've been friends ever since. And dude, I totally agree. Like, part of the reason we participate in this hobby, whether you're a consumer or a producer, it's not just for the knives. It's like, this is how we like to spend our free time. This is how we spend time outside of work. And there's a social element to it, right? Like, we make friends doing this, we're like, this is not like when we were in our 20s and our teens. Like, we don't have school friends anymore,
right.
And it's like, the friends you have at work, they're not like your friends after work most of the time, So this is like how you spend your personal time. And so to me, it's an honor to get to spend my personal time with you guys. I think it's awesome.
Uh-oh. Somebody's getting attacked by Oscar, man.
I think it's my son's music lesson. He's at the door. It's Louie, dude.
Louie, okay.
Older. He's our watchdog.
He's a little grumpy.
Yeah,
no, and we'll get to the packaging. I see your comment, Mick. I'm going to talk about the packaging in just a second. But it's, and I think, Ben, even before this stuff, I know with you, it goes back like to the GEC get-togethers, to Enrique Pena, to some of these people you had met along the way. And so it just made sense that you were going to do your business this way. To me, it's just the way to go, because if you treat people right, and you're just another guy selling a product, and you're treating them right, they're going to treat you right. And it's just the way it is, man. I like that.
Yeah. I read some, I don't know if you guys on Facebook are in the EDC Go and No Go group, but man, is that an eye opener for me. Like, you learn, and the private deals between people, that's one thing. But sometimes you see people post about how they were treated poorly by brands or custom makers. And like, some of the things I read, I could not sleep at night treating people the way some of these brands and custom makers treat people. I'm not saying any names. I'm not throwing on anyone on the bus. It's just to say, like, I'm amazed at how poorly some people treat other people in our community. And I'm glad it's the exception and not the rule. But I literally couldn't sleep at night. Dude, I'm bugging out if I'm a day late shipping something to someone, I
mean, there's a couple of knife companies out here, and I'm just going to say it. The owners are complete jerks. And people have heard me talk about these guys. I refuse to buy from them. I won't feature their knives. I won't do it, because I'm not going to. Okay, so here's the way I look at this, Ben. When I do a review, if I'm not like ripping the knife and I'm not like saying there's a lot of problems with the knife, I'm pretty much recommending the knife. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever say I recommend this, but I'll tell you how I feel about it. And at the end of it, you get some sort of recommendation. So I'm not going to do reviews on people's knives that somebody that I think they're jerks and they don't do customer service and they treat people like crap. And I'm not going to do reviews on those knives, because I don't want anybody to think I'm recommending it. And it's just, you've talked to me and Kevin a lot, and I've talked to you a lot, and we do customer service things that maybe some other people would get uptight about and not do, because we want to treat people right. And we know if you treat people right, they're going to come back. They literally are going to come back. You do the right thing. They do the right thing. And it's a great relationship. And there's been some things, people got a hold of me, Ben, and they're like, I know I was an idiot. I stripped out my pivot screws. It's totally my fault. How much for a screw? And what do I say, Ben? I'm sending you some screws, dude. Don't worry about it. You know, I get that stuff all the time, and it's just, that's the right way to do it. It just is.
Yep, I agree. And you know, the motivation isn't so they come back. The motivation is just, I want to do the right thing.
No,
I want to treat someone right.
I
The
didn't
end
mean
result,
motivation, but
I
my point is,
I just want to clarify that, like,
no,
whether they come back or not doesn't matter. I'm going to do the right thing. Generally speaking, people are pleased with that and are more likely. We can say the opposite. If you treat them like shit, they're never coming back.
I agree.
You know,
I agree.
No
and you know what I meant. You know what I meant. I'm not trying to just get them to come back, but I'm saying if you treat people right, the byproduct of that is they're going to treat you right. Is what I meant to say. But so now we're going to watch a movie, guys. This is my VHS movie. There's a vampire coming. Now this is obviously, this is Sean, right? Sean Tiffany.
That's Sean.
And this is the box for the vampire. And again, I love that we've got the numbers here. My the other one's up there somewhere and I can't find it right now. But anyway, really cool box. Just really well done as usual. So.
Yep. And we had the box is a different size mildly from the first version because we had to accommodate the lanyard. So that's what, it's been nearly a year, 10 months since the first fixed EDC because we took the lessons learned. I think there was a desiccant that fell out of there, maybe.
Like what? Now there's something else fell out. I don't know. But there's the desiccant now.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, but it was weird. Oh, it's the little plastic thing that comes on the
tip protector.
Yep.
So we added tip protectors. That's one thing we did. We changed the inside to the dense foam instead of the cushiony foam. And then we changed the size of the box to accommodate the lanyard.
I was trying to see if I had the other one sitting here so I could show. It's up here somewhere. I cannot find it, but it's okay. If you saw my storage, there it is. What a freaking mess. But yeah, so here's the midnight and the vampire. You can see a little bit different in both directions.
Yep. Yeah, I was not totally thrilled about the fact that they weren't going to be the same size, but it's just, you have to pick the lesser of two evils. So going forward, they should all be the size of the volume 2. And then volume 1 will just be that special first volume that was kind of the one that started it all and looks a little different from the rest. Very good.
I hope some of those vampire fixies will be available in Atlanta. I'm in saving mode until then.
Ken, they're all going to the dealers. So I won't have any. I did produce a special variant like I've been doing for all of my other recent releases, and I should have those. So I'm not showing it. Well, I did. There was a sneak peek of what those look like because I had them at the CanCon, and there was some dialogue in the Facebook group, but I'm not going to show it to you guys. You'll have to get in my Facebook group and see. I will have those, and they're cool.
Tom, if you could get X-ray inside my brain, what you see on here is what the inside of my brain looks like. Absolute chaos all day long. One of my sons, my one that's turning 30, and I were talking last night. He goes, "Dad, I hate you." And I go, "What?" He goes, "My brain never stops turning. It moves and does things all day. I cannot turn my brain off." And I'm like, welcome, my son.
Yeah.
I've been fighting that battle my whole life, dude. So literally, if somebody says something, it's a squirrel moment. My brain's over here going, "Where's that box? It's got to be over here somewhere." So it's just the way it is.
You're like, thank your grandfather. And he
my dad was kind of like that. The funny thing was my dad would always tell people I was ADHD. I don't know where he got that from. And I'm like, but talking to my dad, it was very clear that my dad had some of that, not to the degree that I have ADHD. And that's, everybody asked me, why am I so busy? I mean, I'm busy so I can tame that some.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. If I don't stay busy, it's terrifying.
Casey,
really is.
I was sick. I could not work. Let's just say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. was like the longest 5 days of my life. I felt like I lost 3 months of work in 5 days. I could not take it.
Yep. When I had COVID, the time I had it bad, the first time, I would go out in my neighborhood like 6 times a day and walk, just bundle up and I would walk my neighborhood because I just couldn't do it. I could not just sit there. So it is what it is. All right. So what other questions specifically about the fixed EDC? I think it's interesting. There was something else on here I wanted to compare it to size-wise, and now I forgot what that was. I showed it next to the Vampire. Oh, I know what it was. I just wanted to show it next to the Midnight. That's exactly what it was. So roughly, whoops. Okay. Move that one, not that one. Roughly the same size as you can see.
The Midnight's like about 0.2 of an inch shorter.
Okay.
Once I started designing the fixed blades beyond the Midnight, I standardized on 6 inches total length. Right. But I think the Midnight's like 5.8. You'll barely notice the difference. You won't notice the difference.
Yeah, and again, just absolutely gorgeous. And guys, I can't recommend enough the handle. Just, I used to see swell center knives and I used to think, nah, not for me. But I mean, that's just incredible. It just feels so good. So this is Louis, right?
This is Oscar, actually.
Ah, dang it. I got it wrong.
It's all right. He forgives you.
Okay, good. He's gnawing on something there.
This is my job, dude. He rolls up, plops one of these things down, and just stares at me like, hold it for me, bro. You know what time it is. He loves it.
That's awesome. He's going to town, man.
Yeah.
That is good. It's a fur baby. Yeah, exactly. No questions. I just want one. There you go. John Paul has made it very clear he wants an 80s one. Who's your dealer of choice, John Paul? And everybody, I mean, by the way, let's just do this real quick. If you're going to get one of these, let us know in the chat which one are you interested in. Would love to hear that from you guys. I think, Ben, I think you did it again. I think you sent me the one I probably would have picked. This is really nice. The rosewood is just beautiful. Chop, 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 chop. White Mountain Knives says Tim is my go-to for Jack Wolf. Very cool. Yeah, Justin's a good dude. Yep. True Blood says Herman Harris. Blade HQ says John Paul.
Nice.
I have a Papillon that does the same thing, says Tom. That's awesome. I guess they just like to gnaw.
Gotta stay busy.
The red feels right for the Vampire. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is the most thematic version for sure.
Right. White Mountainer TPK says Jim. I want the one with the purple stitching. That's the
Blade HQ.
Blade HQ. Yep. Adventure Carry Australia. Ben, is that? I missed that one.
So by the way, Mitch Nero. He's our dealer in Australia. Mitch, nice. He actually came to Texas. Him and I think it's his fiance. I think is the correct way to describe their relationship. Her name's Dawn. Anyway, they came in and spent, I don't know, a week or 10 days in Texas, and they came to the Blade Show. I was super stoked to meet him. He's a great dude out there, Casey.
Yeah.
Does a really good job with his
We had a Blade Canada there and Australia there, and very cool.
Yeah, couldn't send the Rosewoods to Canada.
Oh.
Yeah, they can have some trouble importing them, so they just prefer not to try. So I sent some extras of the other ones instead.
Gotcha. That's an interesting one there.
Yeah.
Any of those pins and pin blades, those are all great dealers. Yep. I would love one just a little bigger, says Brian. All right.
It won't be a fixed DDC at that point, but I do get a lot of requests for larger fixed blades. It is an obvious future growth opportunity. But one thing at a time.
If you go to Jack Wolf's website, there is a listing for the dealers. I don't think that's one of them, is it?
Yeah,
Ben?
Midway USA is one of the nation's largest firearms and accessories retailers. I'm sure they have knives, but I'm not in any of the like super big stores like that. We're pretty much in knife specific retailers. So the biggest one that everybody would probably know first would be Blade HQ and Knife Center. But we do have an authorized dealer link on our webpage drop down menu, and anybody on that list will take great care of you.
Nice, oh father, very cool. And Tim says we need a Jack Wolf sword called the Fang.
Would be cool to do a big old knife like that.
It would be wild.
I gotta figure out how to package it.
Midway does carry knives. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, they have gigantic facility.
And our buddy Austin says hit up our rewards program and you get 4% back on every purchase. So, hey, he's here. There you go. Great dealer, and you can always use my link, and it helps the channel. So,
Austin's the type of guy who will give you the same level of customer service that you get from me and Casey.
Yeah.
Like, he has a small team. They are vested in making sure that the customer gets the best possible experience. Austin and I have been friends for a long time. I couldn't recommend him enough. So buy with confidence from Austin.
Yep. I totally agree. And I think most people in here that have ordered knives recently have probably ordered from Austin at some point or another. Lots of people. He seems to be everybody's Finch dealer these days. So that is cool. Fastest shipping. Yep, absolutely. Austin is quick. Very, very fast on the shipping. So that is really awesome. So, all right. Well, Ben, I promised, as usual, I'm not going to keep you on here forever because, well, first of all, I'm not going to keep you on here forever. And second of all, I'm freaking exhausted, dude. I have worked. I have not had a day off in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. And I'm actually taking this Friday off because it's my wife's birthday. So she's like, I said, can we just sleep till noon for your birthday? And she's like, no. Okay, darn it. But no, I've worked every weekend recently, so it's just been lots of fun. So it is what it is. Thank you, Tim. Tim's putting up, there's my link and some of the code information for traditional pocket knives. And it looks like I can actually update that in my description a little bit, but as usual, I don't ever have time to update everything, but it is what it is. Hey, Ron, everything is good. So, Ben, let's go through these one more time.
Okay.
And it's this Friday, the 18th. Yes, the 18th at 2 p.m. Eastern. I am planning it. Nope, actually, it's my wife's birthday, so I may or may not have weekend review. But if we do have it, it'll be right at the end of that. So we'll see.
You can start with the Rosewood.
Yep. Rosewood is this guy. Now, what I will say, guys, there is some contouring to this handle. It's kind of flat, but contoured on the edges. Is that a good way to say it, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's contoured all the way across the top.
It is. Yeah.
On the butt.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. It is contoured all the way across. I haven't got to spend a ton of time with it yet. But you have the swell center, beautiful rosewood, hand rub satin S90V blade, great sharpening choil, and a blue anode titanium bead on the lanyard there. So very cool. I like that.
That's the real traditional
and
looking.
They all come with the slip, of course.
Yep. Come with the slip, sheath, come with the packaging. Now, this is kind of our modern sort of military-esque version. This also has a hand rub blade and
it's so cool.
Solid dark blasted titanium scales with flutes milled into it.
You know, I will actually say that's one that's going to look cool with a little bit of patina.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, I think I've shown you before that my Midnight kind of has some rub from the pocket. See that up here?
Yep.
I think that'll look cool.
Yep. Matching dark blasted titanium bead, DLC coated screws. So that's full titanium. Just slides right in, doesn't push out the bottom. No need to worry. Then
Doesn't push out the bottom.
Does not push out the bottom. Then the vampire.
I like how you just slipped that in there. That was really good.
I just don't need people worrying about that. It's really
no, and look, I'm just gonna say it again. If you take your time and just put the knife in there carefully and don't cram it, you're not gonna have a problem.
Yeah, just let it sit overnight. Like if anybody has ever bought a leather holster, you kind of got to let it, or baseball mitt.
That's what I did.
A baseball mitt,
Yep.
Same concept. So this is
when it got here, I put it in there. It sat there for a day and a half, and it is absolutely no issue.
Exactly. So this is Kieranite True Blood. There's a really good shot of it. Look at how it just reflects. That's awesome. Kieranite True Blood, red anodized aluminum bead, DLC coated belt satin blade.
Yeah, that definitely has a vampire look to it.
Yeah. There we go. That's this one. All right.
Nice.
And then the Blade HQ exclusive tongue twister belt satin blade, black paper, micarta.
Gosh, that just looks so cool. Purple. I don't know what it is about that paper micarta. It just looks gorgeous.
It's really nice, man. It just because it looks kind of natural, like not natural color, but natural material,
grain to it, kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Purple bead, purple screws, purple sheath or purple stitch on the black sheath. And this lighting isn't really giving you the color exact, but there's pictures out there. So, boom.
Nice.
And then,
I see a new house. I've never heard of that brand. I'll have to check them out. Thank you for letting us know.
This is Camo Carbon 80s.
I didn't mean
this
to do
is
that.
A polished titanium bead. This is going to have fluorescent colors, green, orange, blue, and hot pink. Belt satin blade.
So cool.
And, just to show the grip, I find myself gripping it pinky on the lanyard, typically.
Yep.
But you got a couple different grips here, for sure. Pinch grip is amazing on this. For my hand, I'm like 2 fingers on the lanyard for a pinch grip.
Yep.
But your hand will find a place with this, and you'll have a confident grip for sure.
And you do have that cornering or chamfering at the front here for pinch. Yeah. That's absolutely great. I mean, for this kind of grip, that's actually money right there.
You guys will find this to be a very useful pocket knife for sure. Very, very useful. And there we go. So if you get one, get it in there. Don't jam it till you wait for something to break. Just get it in there. Let the leather break in. They'll give you a lifetime of use.
Ron, I would definitely say Wicked Wax is
Wicked
what I
Wax would be great. You could use Renaissance Wax.
There's one.
You don't necessarily need to put anything on it because it's a phenolic, so it's filled with resin. It's not going to really take water, but you can certainly protect it with Wicked Wax and get a luster out of it too. It's pretty good stuff. Micarta is very durable material, very useful.
Awesome. Yeah, yep. I mean, they all look good. This Friday, guys, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Just the latest Killer Jack Wolf, man. It's just the hits just keep on coming. So gotta love it. And don't forget, I'll put the link one more time for the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go check out the Jack Wolf Facebook group. And just good talking to you, dude.
Likewise. I appreciate you. I appreciate your audience. You always have a good crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. So
are you now you're going to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I got so Kevin moved. We were side by side last year. Yeah. He's in a booth this year, I think.
So are you in the same spot?
No, they moved me. I asked if I could take his spot, and they were looking to move a guy that was 2 rows up on the aisle to 2 tables side by side. So they asked me would I move up 2 tables. So instead of row 7, I'm row 5. So literally right when you walk in the door, and I'm on the aisle.
Oh, nice.
And right there. So
that's
right
a
up
good
front.
one because that's a main aisle.
And there's not tables on the other side of the aisle. That's where that gap is, where that big beam that goes up is. So it's just some area to hang out there a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it'll be good. And I'm not ready to go to a booth, man. I looked at the pricing on it. I don't do enough volume to have the money to do that yet. So. And I'm not going to have enough to sell. You know what I mean? My volume is not there.
Yeah. It's a big upgrade in expense for sure.
Yep.
Like you'll know when it would make sense for you.
Right. Someday it might make sense. It's just, I don't have enough time or money to do not to do 12 knives a year, let alone to do, Kevin's doing 7, 8, 9 a year or something like that. I don't know what it is. I'll be lucky to do 2 or 3 a year. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Anasso. I appreciate that. I definitely am a loudmouth. But I'm excited because Ben, to me, I'm literally, if you look at the floor map, you come in that main door and it's the aisle right on your left. And I mean, my banner, you won't be able to miss it right when you walk in. So, to me, I'm very excited to have gotten that. And, maybe every year they move me up a row or 2 and I'll be right on the front row. So, but probably easier to see back a little bit, really. But yeah, so I'll be there and I'm sure we'll talk before then.
Yeah.
But, I wanted to show you something. I almost forgot, and then I'll let you go. I swear. I promise. I don't know what I did with it now. So I just wanted to show you this. I had this vision because we do the bunny, obviously, and then I have Tempest and Knives Fast. So I had Ashlyn. I commissioned Ash to do this guy. So
nice, dude.
That's really cool. So I think I'm going to actually have a shirt at Blade Show and walk around with that on, so people know I'm both.
That'll make a great shirt.
Yeah, I think so.
That'll make a great.
Just kind of something fun, I don't. My brand is kind of boring logo wise. So it's like, something to just stand out a little bit and do something fun. So she was like, she drew like 5 different mock-ups, and I'm like, can he be holding both logos? Like almost like they're basketballs. And she's like, sure. I'm like, okay. So that was kind of what we came up with. So yeah, she does a cool job with them. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you roll, bud. Say hi to your family, your dad, your dogs, everything else, and have a good one, my friend.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. We'll see you around.
All right. Take it easy. Ben from Jack Wolf Knives, guys. The coolest guy in the knife business, 100%. Just is here's the thing. In reality, it's all about what a great friend that guy is. He is absolutely awesome. We talk from time to time, probably not as much as we should, but just from that day of meeting him, he's just been a loyal friend, and I really, really appreciate Ben. So there you guys go. All right, we're going to transition to the giveaway because, like I said, my throat is a little crappy here, and I am tired. So I'm going to put a couple things away here just so I have some room, and we're going to transition to giveaway mode. All right. Does that sound reasonable? And yeah, it's a mess over here, but it is what it is. Let's get all this stuff and move it up here. Now, I did want to take a moment real quick. While we wait for the downdraft, I've been showing off the Tempest Knives Tornado prototypes. This is one of them. I hope to get these rolling your way sometime this year. I'm waiting on a second prototype for a different model, and we will see which one actually comes first. But this little guy is super cool. Very excited to get these rolling. So more to come. If you didn't see my video on those, definitely go check it out. No, it's definitely not an organized mess. I wish it was, but it is not. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Tree Stabbing Troy has come out of the woodwork with the $10. So come here, Trevor, come here.
The woodwork?
The woodwork, yes.
Tree.
Stabbing Troy, right. Do you think I did that accidentally? Come here, you gotta do this. You do know there's more baskets over there, right?
Yeah, but I like combined.
Well, don't throw them in the floor. All right, come over here. You get to have fun. All right, we ready, everybody?
Oh,
don't kill the bunny.
How do I do this?
You crank it. No, hold those together. Yeah, and now crank it. All right, don't kill the bunny. Do it one more time. Troy gets another one. Another one. Yes, sir. Okay. You all right over there?
Yeah.
Here, Troy gets one more. What the heck? Come on.
We got like 5.
Okay, all right.
That's too much.
All right, you kicked my water bottle, dude.
Yeah. My buddy Noah,
Your buddy Noah?
he keeps it. The last 3 times I've seen him, he's had his knife on him. So
I found an extra pinion, and his buddy bought a pinion, and he's super excited. So very, very cool. All right, and then Ron Dobbins. Love you, brother. Everybody hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Ron. $2 super chat. Very cool. Thank you, guys, very, very much. All right, let's skip back down here. Air raid. Jim, that's funny. All right, let's see. The old people are hiding under their desks. Exactly. There you go. Yep. That's hilarious, Anasso. You're a funny guy. All right, hold on. I need some water, guys. Hey, Blade Walker, what's up, man? All right, let's talk about what's in the giveaway, and then we're going to do the giveaway. All right? Is that fair enough? So you got a giant pack of swag today. There is no Killer Bunny, but you have the Killer Bunny sticker, and you have the new sticker, all the nice fast swag. There is Oh Father in here. There is Bluminati Ninja. There is Pins and Pin Blades. There is Kelly's paracord, which you also have a paracord keychain over here. There is Big Red EDC, JD for EDC. Whoa! Jim Miller, ladies and gentlemen. Jim has been a member for 22 months. There you go, Jim. Hit it again, Trev. 2 years of mayhem. Okay. Here, he went the other way. I hit you one time. What the heck? 2 years deserves that. Nice. Now, see, I got to come up with how I'm going to handle that. But anyway, in the meantime, Jim asked for it. Jim is the moderator extraordinaire, so he gets it. But hey, South Carolina Knife Monkey, welcome. I heard you do some Kydex, so very cool. There is all that stuff, and there is Butter Knives Fast number 200. So tonight, Trevor, this is Butter Knives Fast number 200. How about that? It is monumental. All right, and then we've got 2 knives tonight. I don't know why I'm doing 2, but I am. We've got 2 knives. Number 1 is the Civivi Lumi. This is a little tiny guy, kind of a gentleman's carry with contoured gray G10, and it just literally has a roll flipper at the top, okay? Little pokey stabby Civivi Lumi. I love this guy. I actually hate giving it away because this is a really cool knife, but somebody's going to love that. And then somebody help me with what model sin cut this is. I think it's Watuga, whatever it is. But this was, I think, either Gorilla or maybe JR Miz, or I can't remember who it was. Donated this for a giveaway, but this is, it might have been, it might have been Gorilla. I don't know. But anyway, I think it was Gorilla. It's the Sen Cut something another, and it's in micarta. It is a button lock with the Warncliffe blade. Very cool. So that's the one. For that, if anybody, so what Tog, I don't know. However you pronounce that. Somebody pronounce it, but it ain't me. The Civivi thingy and the Sen Cut something or other. Exactly. And then you have this, guys. This is part of the Olight sale. If you log in, ouch, and buy something this time, you have to actually buy something. You get the i3E in the 18th anniversary purple motif. That is the gift for this Olight sale. So that's going to be in there. So 2 knives, a big swag pack, and a flashlight is what you're going to get. All right, let's put that right there. And let's jump into the giveaway. Now, the way this is going to work is I'm going to put in a hashtag. And let's see. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put in a hashtag, and you are going to put the hashtag on the screen one time and one time only. And please do not use multiple accounts. If I think you were using multiple accounts, I will disqualify you in a heartbeat. Yeah, that's how we do it here. And we have 117 people in here, which is great. Now, here's the thing. We're going to leave this open for about 2 minutes. You do have to have a U.S. mailing address. If you don't, please do not enter. I will not send it to you. U.S. mailing address, if that's a proxy or whatever, that's fine. And then definitely you will have 2 minutes, and you have to be here when I draw. Okay? Here we go. Banhammer's cocktail lock. There you go. All right, so here we go. Here is your hashtag. Hit it. All right. So, whoa, that is not it. All right, hold on. Okay. Now hit it. So there you go. There is your hashtag. 1 entry per person. Hey, Ed. Log into my 50 accounts. No, Callie, we're not doing that. All right, I'm going to start getting this ready to pack because, like I said, I am going to try to get this done. So if you win, I would appreciate it if you would email me with your address right away because I'm going to try to go to bed. I am just done, and I need some sleep. So hopefully you guys understand that. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I need to go to bed. It's just the way it is. I am tired, but I'll probably still be another hour, an hour and a half before I go to bed because that's just the way life always works around this house. All right. So I got that packed up, and we'll give it about another minute. Okay. So if you have not entered yet, please do so. And Blade Walker, apparently you misspelled it. So if you didn't get it right, that's not going to work, Griffin. And also not going to work. Who was that? You have to put it exactly like you see it on the screen, Brown Sugar. It's not going to work with the E not capitalized. Please do it exactly like you see it on the screen. There are 120 people in here, and there are currently 85 entries. Count Chocula is also not going to work. There you go, just in time. Hey, Wisey, what's going on? All right, 30 seconds. If you have not fixed your entry, hey, Stacy, what's up? I see you guys fixing them. That's great. Plenipote, that is not correct. So unless you're being funny. If you are entering for someone else, please tell me when you win. I will not remember what you're saying right now. All right, we're going to draw in 15 seconds. All right, drawing in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, bam! 96 entries. Let's see who's going to take it this week. I hope you guys are excited. This is a pretty good one. And who is our winner? It is Brian White. Wow. Okay, Brian, are you here? Brian, let me know you are in the chat, dude. Oh, my goodness. Hit him, Kelly. He won. He's not supposed to win over the top of you like that. Oh, goodness. Hey, Kelly Weaver. What's going on, dude? You're lurking on me, man. Good to see you. Brian is here. Brian, send me an email, knivesfast@gmail.com, and with your address and all that good stuff, and we will get it out. I think it's been a while since Brian won. But again, I don't usually put limits on that unless it's in the same stream. If it's in the same stream and we do multiples, yeah, we don't let the same person win twice in that way. But yeah, I mean, we don't limit it because it's just not the way I do it. So I want to give people an opportunity and not punish people. But yeah, I hear you. Okay, I can do that, Kelly. Yeah, I'll take the paracord item out. Brian probably doesn't want the paracord item. He's probably got a house running over with paracord item. Let's see, and a Kelly sticker right there, and a pickled steel sticker right there. Let's see that, and the paracord. All right, got it, Kelly. That makes sense. Congrats. That's hilarious. You're good. Just send me that email to remind me, Brian. And I don't usually store everybody's addresses. It's just not possible. So, hey, JR, what's up? Send Kelly the paracord. I should. Hey, Kelly, here's some paracord. I know you don't have any. So, here's some paracord. I think she would be like, "What are you doing?" Oh, gosh. Funny. As Kelly's mishmash chases him around the house wanting to do live fire testing on the monkey fist. What the heck? All right. It's getting wild in here. Anasso's trying to get crazy up in here. All right, guys. So we are going to wrap this up because I am done. And I appreciate you. Very, very much. Let's see. Can I get that to stop? Yes, I can. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. Now, I will try this week. This week is so much better work-wise. So I'm going to try to do a few verticals. If you guys haven't noticed, I've really slowed down with that because it's just been crazy. I have not been doing very many at all. And thusly, the channel isn't quite growing as fast as it was. But we are just under 28,400. I would love to somehow, tomorrow's the 15th, to somehow get out of April at 29,000 subs. If we can do that, then the 30,000 by Blade show is a real deal. It could actually happen. So again, I don't think it's going to happen because we've slowed down considerably, but it's possible. So, just I'll keep pumping out the content and we'll see what happens. Okay, Dwayne, that's cool. I'm not familiar with SC Knife Monkey until tonight, but if you guys know him, I'll go ahead and put that up there. If you guys don't know SC Knife Monkey, 12 away from 300 and doing a giveaway. So that's cool. Check him out. So, but the funny thing is, just in time, the trolls aren't who's subbing. There's more people coming in there than just trolls. But yes, I agree with you. That makes sense. Shout out to Casey's hat. There you go. Nice, Troy. Troy, I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate all you guys. You're awesome. Yeah, so Robert, hopefully I will remember to check when I go to the PO tomorrow. Thank you, Cincinnati Cat. I appreciate it. We have a lot of fun here. We kind of a little out of control. So I like being out of control. It's fine. So there's your link to South Carolina Knife Monkey. Thank you, Bluminati. Appreciate you, my friend. Everybody check out Bluminati Ninja as well. Blade Walker. I know Titanium Justin's been in here. Lots of good channels. Hey, David Helka. I dated his troll once. All right. Good share, my friend. Maybe keep that to yourself next time. I'm just kidding. Oh gosh. Yes, they do move fast. You're good, Brian. I'll get it rolling here and get you a tracking number. 10 away for South Carolina Knife Monkey. Go check him out. There was a link just then. Matter of fact, I still have it up on the screen there. And that is really cool. So, guys, definitely appreciate you. It's time to go. Don't forget, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, the 18th, Jack Wolf, Vampire Fix EDC. Check them out at all the dealers. I will have my video up, hopefully. I'm shooting for Thursday morning. I hope to have my Jack Wolf video up Thursday morning. So we'll see if that actually happens. And we will go from there. Nice no bull. Very cool. Ginger Fisher, what's up? But guys, we still have 70. Look, this is why I do these streams. The giveaway is done, and we still have 77 people in here. Those core people, you guys are amazing. I love my folks, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Mr. Monkey saved me from a burning vehicle. Such a good guy. Really? Is that right, Justin? Okay. All right. I didn't close the tab yet. Nice, Delta. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate that. Thanks, Tim. All of you guys are awesome. Yeah, Kelly, here's the thing. I'll always acknowledge my regulars. You guys are what keeps the channel going, man. See you, Keith. All right, guys. Thanks, Pins. Thanks, everybody. Everybody have a good one. Definitely hit that like button. Definitely leave a comment once this posts, and make sure you are subscribed. And guys, seriously, if you're not getting notifications, turn them off, turn them back on, hit that notification bell to all. Nice. Have a good one, Freak Show. All right, guys. Kevin, I am still waiting for an update on the Thunderhead. I sent an email last week, and they have not replied to it yet. I was told May, and I don't know. So we'll find out. All right, guys. Everybody have a good one. Hey, Neil, what's up? What's up? And everybody, thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel. See ya.